Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Ben. Today I'm going to be walking around this CLA200 Coupe Mercedes-Benz. So as we can see here, just looking at the front in the beautiful white, we can see the nice big aggressive lines across the front, bi-xenon headlights, and the really nice black, which actually stand out very well as well, the black slimline plates on the car as well. The other thing I'll draw your attention to is we can see just the finer details that they've gone into when it comes to making a Mercedes. You can imagine everything's done very well. So just that little tiny bit more attention to detail. We can see these nice little chrome parts in the grille just to really give that bling, bring it out, and that really big nose as well. So the Mercedes-Benz badging. Now let's go over the vehicle, run through everything that we can see so you can see exactly what we're talking about. Beautiful car. Very luxurious, but let's just go over the bonnet. This car has been kept in great A1 condition, so we can see that there's no stone chips across the front at all. Has been very well presented. We do have your front sensors on the vehicle. Now with Mercedes, one thing they have really honed in on is safety. Okay, so we can see here you've got one, and we've got another sensor just here in the front of the vehicle. The other part that they have done as well is if we have a look over where they've situated the second and fourth sensor is actually right out here on the side. So when you are turning or reversing and you're turning into spots, that there is going to give you a lot broader spectrum across the in the car park and where you are maneuvering around. Stepping down here into the driver's side, looking down that first quarter panel, we can see there that there is no marks or scratches on the car, and that alloy has a little tiny scuff there, but nothing too major. I really had to look hard to find that one. We can see as well tyres are as new, good tyres on the car as well. Looking up here on the down the, like I said, that aggressive line that we were just talking about, if we have a look here you can see that A line that they have. So we start up here going outwards, and then we start down here going back down towards the front of the car. What that's going to do is give you the occupant safety in the vehicle. So they are added strength in this particular vehicle. So when we just have a look here, you can see that those are a lot wider in those two parts. Okay, so what that's going to do is, if there was an accident, that's going to pass the pressure across the vehicle, not inside the vehicle. So that's going to give you a lot better safety inside the vehicle. Looking up here, we do have your the mirror integrated with the indicator in the mirror as well. Really wide. It actually goes right back down behind the mirror, so people can see, even coming the opposite way, they can see that you are indicating and changing lanes. The other thing the car does have as well is has a little, if we just bring the camera around, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You'll see a little triangle. Now that little triangle is basically to say that someone's coming up beside you. It's going to give you an indication that someone's beside you, don't change lanes at this point. Okay, so that'll go orange. That's very handy. So it's called what they call a blind spot indicator. Looks like a coupe, but it is a four-door sedan. So we have a look in the back here as well. Good room in there, and we'll go through a little bit more inside. We've got the leather and the Alcantara seats as well, finished off very nicely, but you can see what I mean right across the whole vehicle. It is, presentation wise, it is there. Looking at the back of the wheel, it has got a couple of scuffs on this wheel particularly as well, but we do have good tread in there as well. Okay, so the tyres are good on this particular vehicle. Stepping around to the back, does have that typical Mercedes look, really slopes down in the back, but makes it look like it just wants to get down and go. So I really do like that about the Mercedes. We can see there the nice badging CLA200, like we said, and you do have your reverse sensors 4 on the back of this as well. Now we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 in the back, like the front. The other thing that they have done as well is put a sensor across on the one side and another sensor across on the other side. So that's going to actually give you that little bit more vision around the particular vehicle, okay? So the proximity of those sensors, when someone is coming up beside you, these sensors actually are working at all points while you're driving. Do have your shark fin aerial on the car as well. So the shark fin aerial looks the part. It is in black, especially on a white car, so white and black looks really stands out. The other thing you can see as well is the black window tint, so really stands out, gives that white, makes it pop, stand out. The other thing we do have in the back, so we have got large space. That's very handy and very good in the Mercedes, but you do have a genuine tub liner in there as well, so boot mat, so you can put things in there and not worry about damaging the carpet, and you can just wipe it out as if you do spill anything in there. Looking around, like the other side, we'll go through the tyres. You can see the nice side skirts on the car as well, which is a body kit that Mercedes do, sorry. Looking at this rim, so we actually have a little bit of paint starting to peel off the alloy. These are the AMG wheels on it as well, so it is the AMG kit. Now we do have the wheels here are very good, so it does have very good tread on there as well, but it's just that little bit of alloy or paint just peeling off that alloy, as I pointed out. Walking around down to the front wheel, another wheel with a little bit of gutter rash, but nothing too major, not like the back. It's not peeling paint or anything, but just a little bit there, a little bit more there, and a little bit more here, okay? But again, tyre is good tread in there as well. Okay, so now under the bonnet of this Mercedes. So as you can see, round the vehicle presents very well, and it's not any different under the bonnet, okay? So you've got a 115 kilowatt 4-cylinder 1.6 litre turbo petrol. Like I said, 115 kilowatt, 250 newton meters of torque. This particular vehicle is coupled with the 7-speed automatic, okay? So this car is going to get you on average 5.7 litres per 100 kilometres with a 50 litre tank. It's going to get you on average around 870 kilometres per tank, okay? So they are average numbers. That's what they recommend from factory. This is a 5-star NCAP safety rated vehicle, and again, under the bonnet of this particular car, there's reasons why they do get those sort of figures, okay? So you can see here the triple bracketed bonnet latch, so that's going to protect you inside that vehicle. It's going to stop anything going back through into the vehicle. You can see there it locks itself down under this compartment so that it won't go back through that vehicle. So great workhorse, really nice car, and plenty of power under there as well. Okay, so now inside in this CLA200, so just going through the navigation system and the system that we have here inside this car, it does have a lot of bells and whistles in here, okay? So let's run through it and go through it together so we can actually see. Now you do have the nice steel grain finish across the dash below the stereo system there, and we have got your controls here for that stereo system, okay? So just finishes it off. It looks like a tablet type finish, and then you do have your controls down here for it. You do have your dual zone climate control in the car as well, so what that's going to do is allow you to be able to get the best out of the driver and passenger side air conditioning system. So you can actually have it for I could have 20 degrees on my side and my wife could have her temperature set at 21 degrees. So very, very handy to have. Allows you to be able to change that around to where you need it to be. You do have your Bluetooth and navigation system in here, and we do have a control here that does control what we see up on the stereo. Okay, so by clicking that forward like a joystick, we then go to navigation, we click the big button in the middle, which then turns it and shows us the map that we need to be able to then adjust what we want. We go back and we can change that to enter destination or the last destination that we have used, or we can go back in here and go into your map. You do have here as well no traffic messages available, so if there is things happening on the road at any one point, you can go through and find out now. But you do have your maps there, which you can zoom in and you can zoom out. Okay, so we can see that it comes back to 20, 50, 100. So 100 kilometers is as far out as you can go, and we can go in as close as 50 meters. Okay, so that shows you exactly where you are. Over here on the dash, the one thing I do like about the Mercedes is the nice leather wrap steering wheel. Really firm to feel, really firm, nice steering wheel to hold on to, and it feels like you are driving a sports car. So you get the luxury with the sport side of it as well. Over here on the left we have got your indicators, and over on the right we do have your park, drive, and then reverse. Okay, so for changing gears, you don't have the gears shifter down in here. What they've done is they've opened that up to give you more storage compartment, and they've put your controls over here for your reverse, so for your gears. Okay, so that's now in neutral, and to put it back into park, we press the button on the outside, which then puts it back into your park mode. Okay, very, very handy to have. With your wipers as well, your wipers are over here on the right hand side, and to get water through, it's just pressing on the outside, which will activate the sprays for your windows as well. Below that we do have your cruise control and speed limit. Okay, so the limiter there, cruise control, and the limiter. Okay, so that's all there for you. We do have your hang up button, or answer button, and your hang up button, which then you can adjust the volumes as well. We can actually go through, you can see here, as well as having it up on the dash, we do have a control that you can physically go through navigation, the trip, settings, service, assistance, so telephone and audio. Okay, so that is all there for you, and you've got your volume controls there. Now you can be driving along, press that button which will mute it, and then you can turn it back on again. Over here on the right hand side we do have headlights. Okay, so you've got your auto headlights there, which is very, very handy to have, and then we've just got your normal manual mode. Okay, so that's very, very handy to have. Auto folding mirrors, so for in those tight spots we can automatically fold those mirrors in just by pressing that button. We do have your control, which you can see the light has just lit up. We can adjust that mirror to what we need it to be. Now I remember talking outside about those little triangles. We can see that triangles now on both sides are lit up, but when you actually have something close to you, they will light up. So you'll be driving along, there'll be nothing there, and then they'll start to light up. Okay, so very, very handy to have. You do have your window controls there as well. Look, really, really nice finished off vehicle inside. They do present very well, and it is what you would expect from a Mercedes. very, very nice car to sit in. The one other thing I do like about this car is one, the black roof, so doesn't get as dirty, and just finishes inside the vehicle. It gives it that ambience, a little bit more space. Now this particular car does have your 9 airbags throughout the car, so as you could imagine, inside what they're really targeting is safety and convenience. So to be able to get in the car, not have to worry about being in the car, you are safe. The other thing as well, we do have the leather bolsters, but I'll just point out we do have like an Alcantara, so a fabric a type seat, very comfortable to sit in. We can see those inserts are that Alcantara, so nice suede sort of finish. The other point I will point out, very good service history. Now that's one thing that we always have people coming and asking. You know, you want to buy a Mercedes, you want to buy something that has been looked after. This car has been looked after, okay? Last service was done at 31,000 Ks. This car at the moment's done 36,000 Ks, okay? So 14th to the 10th, 2016 was the last service, and that was done Mercedes-Benz in Melbourne, okay? So it's all been done there for you. So that's the presentation inside this vehicle. Very tidy, finished off very well. So there you have it. There's a walk around presentation of this CL200. For any questions or a test drive in this beautiful car, please call us here on 99070555. Thank you.